Hey guys, and welcome back to another week of Weekly Coldplay, a weekly podcast all about
You guessed it.
rain. I'm your host, Monica,
And I'm Daniel.
and it's been raining a lot. By the way, that's why this podcast is all about rain. Not only in Dusseldorf, hopefully pronouncing that place correctly, where Coldplay are currently. Also raining a lot in Houston, Texas. Shout out if you're from here. Shout out Hurricane Barrel. Shout out Manila, because it's always raining in Manila. Shout out to Lola Amor.
Even Salida's getting their version of a lot of rain. But it doesn't matter because I don't live there anymore.
Yeah, yeah. You're heading back to Houston,
Houston,
where there's more
Texas.
rain. Yeah, anyway. Today, this week, oh god. Alright, this week, we're gonna talk about my top 20 list. Top 20 Coldplay, um, songs to fight Watch Mojo with.
Yeah,
And
they
then
got
we've
it
got
wrong, so Monica fixed
mm-hmm. And now we've got a bunch of tour news, and a bunch of stuff for spoilers and speculation for MUSiC. There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, I hope you like mountains. All right.
it.
Um. So we're just gonna get right into it with my top 20 list. Okay, Daniel has not heard any of this.
No, you'll get
So
to
he's
hear
gonna
my
be
opinions right now.
yeah, he's gonna give us his probably incorrect opinions because my opinions are correct. So,
Yeah, objectively.
any comments or concerns that you have opposing my list is wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, I can put them in the filing cabinet.
Exactly. Okay. So, starting off, we're gonna go kind of like ascending or descending. I don't know. From 20, we're gonna go from 20 to 1. So, least best to best. So we're starting off strong with 20. I'm putting Fix You at 20 only because, for me personally, it's overplayed. All right, it already ran its course with me. I like Fix You a lot, but like I'm over it.
Okay, I agree with this
19.
so far.
19 is A Sky Full of Stars. Same sentiment. It's been played a lot. The only reason why it's a bump higher from 20 is because it slaps live. It's so good live. Although it's at 19 because Chris Martin keeps stopping in the middle of it. And it's annoying. Like, I'm over it already. I'm just so over it.
Yeah, but whenever I hear a sky full of stars in public, I just do the bit. I'm like, phones in your pocket, hands in the sky, in the middle of Las Vegas.
Number 17. Sorry, 18. My bad. I can't count. Number 18 is Paradise. The only thing redeeming that song for me is all the other bits that's not the chorus. I think the chorus, and I've always thought this, always thought the chorus was a little bit annoying. Sorry to say. Now, am I still singing it at the top of my lungs? Yes, of course. But like, Johnny saves that song for me, as well as Guy lead into it, go anyway. Yeah, that's that.
It's also got one of the most fun choruses to sing in a silly voice.
Yeah. I usually say either parrot's eyes or pair of dice. Um, yeah, that's how I entertain myself while listening to Paradise. Number 17. I'm actually pretty surprised this one is so low on the list, but I've got bangers, all the way up to 1. But number 17 is Moving to Mars, a completely underrated Coldplay song that more people should listen
Very
to.
underrated Coldplay song.
I mean, that song walked so colorature it could run. Period. Um, I love Moving to Mars so much. Number 16, Love is in Japan. They should start playing that live again. Number 15 is Adventure of a Lifetime. That song is just a lot of fun live. It's pretty low on the list because of the music video. It's a little scary. All right, I'm glad that they got to work with Andy
The
Serkis.
music video.
It's a little scary to me personally. I'm terrified of Beats by Dre. It's scary to me. um, Number 14 is The Scientist. Um, I really, really like the song, but again, it's a little bit overplayed for me. But also, the playability in the car is very low, only because the music video,
Yeah.
once again, in the music video, has to do with a car crash. So like, I don't want to put that on me. All right, unless Chris Martin's gonna save me, but he doesn't. He just crashes on a mattress in the middle of the street. Number 13 is Violet Hill. Banger of a song.
That's lower than I thought you were gonna put that song.
Trust me, whenever you see the rest of everything, you'll be like, oh, okay. Well, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay? Because it was, like, I think originally whenever I put this list together, I think it was higher, and then I just kept thinking of, like, more songs. And, I had to land at 13. Alright? Number 12 is Champion of the World. An absolute gem off of, Everyday Life. I love that song. And the
I
music video
I
is cute.
specifically like the Tiny Desk concert version of that song. Like I like the regular version too, but
Mm-hmm. It's so good.
I just, I really like the Tiny Desk concert. I'm surprised this one is lower than 10, but also I can understand you're scared of this song, so
Wait, why am I scared of this song?
oh, it's got ET.
Ah! Okay, you're right. Damn, jump scare. Number 11 is Life at Technicolor 2. This song, whenever I first got into Coldplay, on my, like, TV, like, on demand, I could just watch different music videos, and, of course, I was just only watching Coldplay ones, whenever I first got into the band, and Life at Technicolor 2, that was, like, around when the music video came out, too. So, the entire night, I was just up playing this on repeat. And I mean, on repeat. I mean, sprinkled in with like a little bit of Love is in Japan, In My Place, Fix You Clocks, you know. But this one, I just. The music video is so good. Shout out Phil Harvey. Um, and the song is just incredible. Also, kind of underrated Coldplay song. I feel like they should play that live again. I know they'll never do it, but if Chris Martin is
I
listening,
think
hello, songbook. That's all I asked. Okay?
I think the Life in Technicolor 2 music video is scarier than the Adventure of a Lifetime music
You're
video.
kidding. No, it's so good. It's
No,
so
it's
good.
I mean I like it, but it is creepy.
No, it's not. Okay. What did I say about opposing opinions, Daniel?
I know I'm wrong. I just have to share them.
Number 10 is Hurts Like Heaven. Banger. Okay? I love this song. I love this song to my core. Just like last week, I think it was like last week, I was at Kura, which is a sushi restaurant, a revolving sushi restaurant. Um, and they played Hurts Like Heaven, and I was just jamming. I was eating my sushi, and I was jamming out to this song. It was so good.
When
I
you
love this
said the
song.
title of the song, I had to physically stop myself from singing it right now.
um, Also, like, a really cool part of this song that I really like is just Johnny's everything. Just it's so good. I could keep going. But you could just also listen to the song yourself. And hear Johnny in his own greatness. Number 9 is Gravity. This was my songbook sign. The song means a lot to me. It's it's just beautiful. I love Gravity a lot. That's all. Um Number 8
Don't you think
is
gravity gets you down?
well, when I look up to the sky and I saw the sun and the way that gravity pushes on everyone, or whatever. I know the lyrics of the song. Anyway, um, number 8 is Shiver. Shiver? As I like to call this song. Shiver was actually one of the songs that I didn't even really like that much whenever I first heard it. I gotta be honest with you. But now I love that song almost too much.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
slaps.
Annika, you know this, but same here. Like when I was first listening to Coldplay songs, Shiver was one I kind of passed over and didn't spare a
Mm-hmm,
second thought for. And
mm-hmm,
then you know about the period of time when I was just playing it on repeat, which is still
yeah.
now sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's now until forever, forever until time. Um, yeah, Shiver is just really, really
Shiv-
good. Um, I mean, what I really like about the song also is like Will's drum part. Like it's just I dabble in the drums, all right, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's really interesting and really dynamic. And Will did
Shiver's
a fantastic job.
Shiver's a song that just gets me like rocking back and forth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, Number 7, also off of Parachutes, I got Sparks. Oh, I'm glad that this song is getting its flowers now. Um, but in that regard, that's why it's a little bit lower on this list than I probably would have maybe put this list put the song on the list maybe like a year, well, maybe more than a year ago, maybe 5 years ago. Um, Only because it's like everywhere. It's like on TikTok, which is why they play it live now, which I am very appreciative of, and I love this song. I love it so much. It's very near and dear to my heart.
I love
But now it's a
Sparks.
little bit overplayed.
I love Sparks, but I would have switched it with Shiver.
Okay. Well, I love Sparks longer than you. Okay, so.
I'm not saying I have any more authority than you. It's just my job right now to share my opinion. I can just silently sit here while you list songs.
Yeah, no, you're just supposed to take it, Daniel. You're just supposed to sit here and listen while I give my correct opinion. Number 6 is Clocks. This one is higher than the list than I thought it would be. Because I've been listening to it a lot lately. Like a lot lately. And it's just been hitting.
Clock's a
I
song, Clock's a song that means a lot to me at like certain points, especially like right now, I am going home where I wanted to be. Um,
mhm.
and so Clocks just hits that much harder for me.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was coming home from the Philippines, the song was um hitting pretty hard and was on repeat for me as well. So, yeah.
When I
I love
came
that
home
song.
when I came home to visit in March and I stepped off the plane with headphones on because I didn't want to talk to people, the first song that
Mhm.
played in the airport when I got to Houston was Clocks.
Aw. I love that. Number 5 is Yellow. Um,
It was all
I
yellow.
mean, for a very long time, I said that this is my favorite Coldplay song. Um, I still really like it, but it's not my favorite anymore. Um, I don't think it's ever even been my favorite because my favorite song, which is number 1, was brand new at the time, and I felt really bad for saying that that was like my favorite song. You know, I was like, I feel like a fake fan if I say that this brand new song is my favorite song. Anyway, we'll get to that. Number 4 is Coloratura. I mean, they didn't have to go that hard. They really didn't. and also that
Yes,
goes to
they
show
did.
you of uh-huh that really goes to show you how like good musicians that like Coldplay have always been and currently are. You know what I'm saying? Like they've always been this good and they always had the capability to be this good. Cuz that is just a musically brilliant song. You know,
Yeah.
I I have no more notes. They should play that live.
Yeah, that was what I was
Period.
about to say. Was my note. They should play it
Yeah.
live. Stop being a sky full
Yeah.
of stars. Cut out Jumbotron. Play Coloratura.
Yeah. Yeah. End the show with Coloratura. I love Feels Like I'm Falling in Love, but like, end the show with Coloratura. Come on.
Good
Um,
feelings. Feels like I'm falling in love. Coloratura.
uh huh. Number three is Amsterdam for me. That song actually does really do, like, it means a lot to me. It hits harder some days, like, I guess most days. Um, like, the end lyrics of stood on the edge, tied to a noose. You came along and you cut me loose. That part is exactly like my sentiment towards Coldplay in general. You know,
Yeah.
and that's all I'm gonna say on that. Yeah, they've this band really means a lot to me. Um, number two is Death and All of His Friends.
I was waiting for this song to show
Straight
up on
banger.
this list. I knew there was no way you were
Mhm.
leaving it off.
Mhm. I almost did last night when I was making this at 2 a.m. I almost did leave it off the list because I just kind of forgot about it. I'm like, oh my god, wait a second. But the composition of the song also musically brilliant, and it just feels good. And you know, I don't want to follow Death and all of his friends. I don't want to cycle love, recycle revenge.
That's your new back tattoo. I'm telling you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We have this inside joke that I'm gonna get a back tattoo of the things that I won't do, which is just the ending lyrics of Death and all of his friends. Um, so one of these days I'll get it probably. Um, and then my number one song that I was embarrassed to say was my favorite song when it came out in 2008 was Viva La Vida. Um, I love this song too much. All right? All right, sue me. Okay?
I'll sue you.
It's so good. It's so good. All right, thanks. Um this is the song that got me into Coldplay. Um so without this song, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you, listener. Um yeah, Viva La Vida, number 1.
I like to watch Will play.
No more
It's his
notes.
enrichment time.
Yeah, and that's my top 20 list.
Some songs that I feel like I wish had made the cut just off the top of my head are Don't Panic, 42, Cemeteries of London, um, obviously Us Against the World, my favorite Coldplay song. Uh, yeah, those are the big ones.
I don't like Cemeteries of London that much.
I get, okay, Cemeteries of London, I guess maybe not, but Don't Panic, definitely. Oh gosh. And like some of the like Careful Where You Stand, Brothers and Sisters, Bigger Star. I've gotten like I've listened to so much of the early stuff lately. It's like I feel underrepresented sometimes.
Yeah, I get that, but they have
I
such
know.
bangers that it's kind of hard
Those are
to,
all things that I
you
feel
know,
I
fit them
wish
all.
had been included, but there's nothing that I would like specifically think of that I would bump from the list to put them on. So
Yeah, yeah, okay, well. Um, actually, my true number one is O2 deodorant, so.
I
Here's a note out to deodorant. It's my thing, it's my favorite hygiene. confidence, honey.
I am a little sad that Us Against the World didn't make it, just because I'm the drunken hazard in the lion's den.
You can make your own top 20 list, and you could add all those songs.
All right, so in other news, we've got a few things that have happened today. First, most importantly, Chris played Feels Like I'm Falling in Love on the floor of a bathroom, uh, and he was very cute about it, and the acoustics were fantastic.
Yeah. No notes. We love Chris Martin playing in the bathroom on the floor.
Yeah, if I walked into a bathroom and Chris Martin was playing on the floor, I would immediately feel like I was in the correct place. All right. So in other news, slightly less important than Chris playing on the floor of a bathroom, but still up there. Some Moon Lounge listening parties, which are these exclusive like listening parties that have been happening before some of the live shows, have heard the studio versions of three songs that we know of right now. I Am a Mountain, Eterna, and We Pray. Um,
And so we pray.
oh gosh, I want We Pray right now. I want it right now.
I know. I need the studio version right now. It's gonna slap.
And we will talk more about what they've said about those tracks in the spoiler section for anyone who is waiting until they get released. Um,
Yeah.
so we've started getting teased the Feels Like I'm Falling in Love music video, a film for the future version. Which they first released this cute little clip of like stop motion animation done with little felted figures, and they're so adorable, and it immediately drew me
It
in.
was cute.
Man, I'm so
And
excited.
then they had a second. Yeah, and then they had a second clip that was drawn that was showed off on their Instagram broadcast channel. And the animation of that was absolutely beautiful, almost Ghibli esque.
I was
Um,
honestly surprised that
I can't wait.
there's two very, very different animation styles in the same video, and I'm not quite sure how it's gonna come together, but I'm very excited to find out. Um,
Well, it's more than that. It's more than two different
oh yeah, I know,
animation
but like just when
styles.
that second clip was first released, I was,
Oh,
yeah. Um,
I mean, true. People are saying that it might be like a multiverse thing.
oh, that would be so
Um,
exciting.
if you're listening to this, if you're listening to this on Monday, it's already out. So you could just go and watch it for yourselves. We are recording this on Sunday, so
Yeah.
we're from the past. We don't know what it's like.
So yeah, go listen to
Um,
it right
but I
now
mean, we
and
could be
then
fully
wait
wrong.
patiently
Yeah,
for 1 week so you can hear what we think about it.
yeah. A third clip was also shown. It was DM'd to fans via Twitter. Um, and then it was just a different animation style for that one. And then there was another version released today. I think there was. Yeah. There was being like, oh yeah, look, the Fliffel's gonna be released on Monday. Um, a film for the future version. Which, by the way, I don't. I have zero concept of what a film for the future is going to be
Yeah,
now. I have zero
I
clue.
had some vague ideas and now this has happened. I'm very lost but very intrigued, very excited. It seems like
Yeah,
something I'm going to love a lot. Um,
yeah, same.
what I want is I Am a Mountain music video, a film for the future version, and I want that immediately.
I just want I'm a Mountain right now.
Um, and the last big thing we found out this week is Light Club 4, the version of Light Club that we first saw at Glastonbury, where the security guard comes on
Hmm.
stage and boogies while Chris Martin sings the same line from Something Just Like This over the song Breakaway, is officially called The Light Club 2024. So rest in peace, Eterna.
I know. I miss Eterna already. That was such a banger of a song.
Uh,
Even though, we will still get Eterna,
she will
but
return.
I want it back live.
Eterna will return.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Calm down with that. All right. Next we have tour notes. We had. I'm trying to read. We had four shows that we we kind of went through this week. Daniel, want to go through what all happened during those
Yeah,
shows?
all right. So first off, we had Rome night three. So first thing that happened, there was a fan wearing an elephant suit who came on stage to dance for Paradise, um, which is very cool that that's still happening because I've seen like old videos of like the Milo Xyloto tour where fans would show up in elephant suits. I'm glad they still are showing up in elephant suits. We got In My Place
Oh
rotational,
yeah.
not changed out at the last second. We finally got to hear her. Um,
I'm super, super pumped about that because I've been wanting In My Place back. Not like regularly, but just like, here and there as a rotational spot. So I'm glad that she's back. I missed her just
I
a
just
little bit.
realized you didn't include In My Place on your top 20 list either. Okay, that one I'm actually, I think, more
Okay,
hurt
but
about than Us
because that's
Against
not
the
a top
World.
20 song for me. That's like a 21, okay? In My Place is
No,
like
In
number
My Place is
21,
above Fix
alright?
You. In My Place is above Fix You and A Sky Full of Stars.
I still
I
like those
like them
songs,
too,
though.
but I just like
Yeah.
In My Place more. Okay, anyway, we're in a different segment of the show now. Ira Star.
You can make your own list.
Ira Star, I hope I'm saying her name right, but the featured artist from Good Feelings, was at the show on Rome Night 3. She played her own song, Last Heartbreak Song, after the songbook song, and she joined them for Good Feelings Live. And David Rossi once again played Sunrise Live. So a lot of guests, Rome Night 3. Rome Night 4, uh, not as much happened, but very, very exciting. God Put a Smile Upon All of Our Faces when Coldplay played God Put a Smile Upon Your Face for the rotational slot.
Let's go. Let's freaking
And
go.
this has not been like 100% confirmed, but we're pretty sure that at Rome Night 4 they were recording the music video for Good Feelings. Uh, which would seem to indicate maybe that'll be the next single. Who knows? I wanted it to be We Pray, but I wouldn't be upset if it was Good Feelings.
It turns out it's actually both of them, alright? It's actually both. It's the entire
And I
album.
Am
They're
a
actually
Mountain. All of
dropping.
them at the same
Yeah. They're actually dropping Moon music early. Um,
time.
and yeah, we're getting it right now.
Right now. All right. So then there were a few days in between, and then we had Dusseldorf night one, where everything was very rainy. Um, everyone, the band got soaked, and they did a new effect with the Xylo bands. We're not sure what song this happened during, but it spelled out the word love, and it was very cute looking and very cool.
Yeah,
Shaheem
shout out
really
Shaheem.
outdid himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then earlier today, the day we're recording this, we had Dusseldorf night two. So first off, on Chris's jacket, if you look very close, he's wearing a button for the Coldplay Discord, which Monica and
Let's
I are
go.
both members of, which is very, very cool, which you should join. We're gonna put the link to the Coldplay Discord in our description, in our episode description. It's a great community, and the people on there are really cool.
Yeah, and I also have a Discord button that I got from the Seattle show, and I rep it at my job as well. So, like, I'm just like Chris Martin.
We already knew that.
Yeah,
Okay,
clearly.
so for the songbook for night two, finally something interesting happened, and Chris played Green Eyes. He must have been thinking about Johnny. Um, so he played Green Eyes, and that was fantastic.
And he played it
Also,
really well. So, sorry to keep going on Green Eyes here in a little bit. Um, when I was watching it live, I was watching it live on the live stream. And Chris sang the heck out of Green Eyes. It was very good. Hopefully, somebody's gonna upload a full version of it, soon. But yeah, I go check it out because it's real. It was really really good. Chris, did you know that Chris Martin knows how to sing?
um, I did not know that. I thought only
Uh huh.
Will Champion could sing in the
Uh huh.
Oh, and Johnny Buckland can sing. He just doesn't like
Yeah. Same with Guy.
to. Um, okay, so another thing, so a piece of news for anyone listening to this who might not have heard this already, but today, the day we're recording this, Joe Biden officially dropped out of the race for the US president for this year. And at Dusseldorf Night 2, during the song A Sky Full of Stars, Chris Martin mentioned slash dedicated the song to Joe Biden. Um, so for like a tiny touch of context, Biden is a Coldplay fan. At Joe Biden's son's funeral, Chris sang, and at his 2020 victory party, Coldplay played A Sky Full of Stars.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Now this is the part of the show where we don't have any sponsors or anything, so we want to highlight charities instead, and we have like charity of the month. So Daniel, do you want to share with us what our charity of the month is?
Yes, so our charity of the month for this month, the month of July, and also the little bit of June when we started this podcast, is the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. You can find them at pcrf.net. Um, and they are doing just a great deal of good, like bringing medical supplies and doctors and medical care and all kinds of things to the children who are being affected by the current humanitarian disasters on the Gaza Strip and in Rafah. Um, and it's just they are doing things that are inarguably good. Like what their main
Mm-hmm.
goal is to just help and serve children who need medical care, who have no other access to it right now. And so if you can donate to them, please donate. The money will go to a very good cause.
And now this next section is the spoilers and speculation portion of the show. So if you're excited for MUSiC and you don't want to hear anything about the album at all, you're free to leave.
Get out of here.
But thank you for listening. Yeah, get out of here. Now, thank you for listening. We'll see you next week, hopefully. And if you do, and if you are excited for MUSiC and you do want to hear a bunch of spoilers and speculation, well, come on in. We're here to chat about all the speculations and all the spoilers. So first things first is going to be a little bit of info from the Moon Lounge guests themselves. Um,
Shout out to every Moon Lounge
which
guest who has made a Twitter post about songs that they've
yeah,
heard.
for real, shout out, big shout out. Um, First thing is that everybody who was on the Glasto set for We Pray is actually on the official studio album, the studio recording of We Pray. So that's super, super dope. And this is all shout out to Frank Linders24 on Twitter, by the way. Um,
I really loved We Pray live in Glastonbury, and I was worried maybe like one or two of the guests were only there as like special guests for that show. And so I'm just really glad to hear that they're all on the studio track. They were all fantastic, and the track is better off with all of them.
yeah. There's also like another guest on We Pray as well. I forgot her name, but she's Argentinian. Um,
Well,
which
that's
is cool.
exciting. I did not know that.
Oh yeah. Um, and then also apparently I'm a Mountain. We already kind of knew this, but I'm a Mountain is Viva meets Milo, which is super cool. I'm excited
I'm
about
so
that.
excited. I'm beyond
Um,
excited. If you were gonna mash up any
yeah,
two albums, that's what I would want to happen.
yeah. Um, as well as if anybody was able to hear during the Singapore sound check earlier in the year, there was a soundtrack that they did of a song that we were like, dang, this sounds like a super mega banger, but they never played it again after that soundtrack. Apparently that's I'm a Mountain, which is insane. If you're able to find it, it's out there. It's on the Discord, it's on Reddit. You will be able to find it. It's on Twitter. Um it sounds very good, and it does sound very Viva-esque. Um, as well as the final acoustic recording that Coldplay had posted like a month ago. Was it like a month ago
Oh
already?
yeah. It
Earlier in the
no, it was
month?
like a month ago. Like it was
Felt like
pre-Flipple.
yeah, felt like forever ago.
Um, can you imagine
Yeah.
the world before we had Flipple?
Um,
Very different place.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but that final bit of them recording acoustically, um apparently that is also in I'm a Mountain as well. So I don't know what to expect out of this song.
I know what to expect. Something amazing. And a mountain.
That's true.
Monica, I
We
already
love
miss
mountains
mountains.
here.
Like
Um
I miss them so much already, and I'm not even all the way home
well, it's okay because with I'm a Mountain, you too can be a mountain.
yet. We also found out, so some of the speculation that has been tossed around for a little bit, has been that Eterna and I Am a Mountain are possibly going to be B-sides. What Frank has said is that Eterna and I Am a Mountain will both not be B-sides, but will be actual album tracks. So they will be on the main album. Um, I obviously that
Let's go.
information is probably still subject to change. You know how Coldplay is,
Mhm.
but I would love
Don't
all of
believe his
these to
lies.
actually be on the album. I'm very excited for
Yeah.
literally everything we've heard so far has been so exciting to me. I want it all now.
Mhm.
Drop Moon
Yeah.
Music immediately,
Um
please.
yeah, literally if anybody is listening right now to our little Coldplay podcast, okay, we are massive fans, all right? We want to listen to these tracks. Fly us out to Germany or wherever, please.
Um, And finally, we've got a little piece of information about the end of Eterna. So, I mean, we've all heard Eterna. We've heard the part of it that plays during Light Club sometimes, but not anymore. Rest in peace. But now people have been hearing the full version, and apparently during the finale, there's an African choir that sings "Feels Like I'm Falling in Love" in their home language. Um, which is very interesting that there's like a bit of "Feels Like I'm Falling in Love" in Eterna, but I and what
Yeah.
we've heard is
Well,
that
that
it's
might lead
fantastic.
into because that might lead into feels like I'm falling in love part 2, which I know is also on the track
Okay, I
list.
didn't know that either.
So that might be a thing. Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing. So that might be the reason why. Um Again, I would only know if someone would just fly me out to Germany right now.
It's me. I'll fly you out to Germany right now.
Yeah. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Um all expenses paid because I don't got that kind of
Yeah. I don't
money,
have the
right?
money either, but we'll use up all my savings. It'll be fine.
And I think that's it for this week for weekly Coldplay. Right, there's nothing else to add. We have again, well, as you were listening to this on Monday, we have the Fliffle, a film for the future version, um, to look forward to for us to talk about next week. But if you're listening to this on Monday, you have that right now. You have all the Coldplay content within your fingertips. Um,
And if you're listening to this much later, you can just go back and watch it again because I'm sure it was fantastic and you
yeah,
should watch it again.
I'm excited. I'm jealous of you right now, listener, that you get to watch it currently. All right?
Yeah. How dare you, listener?
I
That's
know.
so rude.
I know. Come on now. Think of us. Think of us in the past. But yeah, that is
Yeah. Pour
all.
one out.
But that is all that we have for this week. Thank you for listening. We are Weekly Coldplay. My name is Monica.
My name is still Daniel.
And yeah, thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Weekly Coldplay. For more Coldplay content from us, check us out on Twitter at Weekly Coldplay and Instagram at weekly.coldplay. That is weekly, period, Coldplay. And if you like what you hear, give us a follow on wherever you're listening to this podcast on. Thank you again, and we'll be back next week with more Coldplay news.